guys, so we all do a lot of munching and snacking, and I think snacking is one of the major parts of our life, because we keep snacking a little and a little, and that little turns into a lot before we know it. So today we're going to be talking about snacking, what's unhealthy, and also about how those products that come in the middle, they're cheeky, how we can tell that how they're packaged in a healthy way but they're actually unhealthy. So we're going to be giving you pointers on that, and we're going to be discussing each item individually as well. So this is a big no, and this is really the easiest, most go-to thing, right? I mean, you have a nice bag, it gives you like a fun little crunch all the time, and before you know it, you finish the whole bag. So this is terrible, guys, for your skin, for your intestines, because there's a lot of bad fat going on that's just gonna collect in the wrong places and have the worst side effects in a few years' time. But let's say, for example, you might say, well, I do vegetable chips, healthy ones, yeah? Let's talk about healthy vegetable chips now. Not so healthy after all. This is one of those sneaky, cheeky in-betweens, yeah? If you ever look at the back of these, the nutritional facts of them, you're gonna see that it contains saturated fats, trans fats, and these are no's. Those are the worst kind of fats. You wanna be able to have unsaturated fats only. So sugars are a good thing, but when they're natural, not when they're processed. And these are heavily processed. They've got a ton of sugar, more than what your daily intake should be. Plus, they're fried. I mean, a donut is fried. You look at white chocolate, you look at milk chocolate, there's a little almond on the top, right? That does not justify it being healthy, okay? So no to sugars. Another form of processed sugars is this, cookies, yeah? And this is not just processed sugars, this is also processed flour. So that's not a good thing. Now let's go to drinks, yeah? We know sodas are a big no. This is not a drink, it's liquid sugar. This is literally just chugging down spoon after spoon of sugar, which I don't think you would do, because you're seeing it. Over here, you don't see it. So yeah, this, no, not at all. What you could do, in fact, I know summer is heat, you know, you could be craving for something that's fizzy, something that's light, that makes you feel really bubbly on the inside. What you could do is take sparkling water instead of sodas, right? So you take sparkling water, add a little lemon to it, add a little salt, some agave, honey, or even maple syrup, and all of these things put together, you get a perfectly healthy soda in a way. So go for that instead, yeah? We have juices. So we have the regular juices. Again, we all know there's tons of sugar in it. You can read the labels. There's more sugar than what your daily intake should be. Now let's come to the cheeky in-betweens of the drinks. These ones. Goji berry juice, for example. Goji berry is a fruit from heaven. It has everything you would want it to have in terms of nutrition, in terms of energy, in terms of sugars. It is amazing. But when you come to these things, again, you read the packaging. It tells you certain sugars which, number one, are beyond your dietary daily intake, and two, are processed. And again, processed sugars are something that we're not going for. Another thing is the additives that they have. You need preservatives, or you need coloring, food coloring. They might say the food coloring comes from, let's say, for example, cabbage or cauliflower, or you know, some healthy source, healthy form. But it's not actually healthy. And why? Because it's processed again. I mean, if I have to, let's say, for example, red cabbage, it makes for great food coloring, natural food coloring. But if you cook the cabbage, it gives you, in fact, it gives you a color like this. But the more you cook, the heat kills all of the nutrients from the cabbage. So what you want to do is not get rid of the nutrients. You want to keep them. So if you're using natural food coloring, it's actually just for the sake of saying it's from natural sources, but actually it's not really good for you either, because there's no nutritional additional value that it brings to you. So invest in yourself, good luck, and I'll see you in the next video.